Hi guys, hi, this is Cece, Coach Cece of the Main Protagonist Coaching. Thank you as always for tuning in. For those of you who are coming across my content for the first time, I work as a wellness, leadership, and executive coach. What that means is I teach leaders like you, soulful, smart, capable individuals who want to make an impact in the world. I teach you how to do well and be well. I myself have coaches who are helping me do the exact same thing. I think it's very important for your coach to also receive coaching regularly, and I'm certainly a fan of that. You can learn more about how I can work with a leader like you and your teams. I also teach a lot on team dynamics as well as developing healthy cultures. Learn more about how I do the work I do with you by going to themainprotagonist.com. You can also check out LinkedIn. Just go to CECE OJANY, CC Ojany. Okay? So let's get right into today's topic. And it can be seen as a very heavy topic to discuss, but I'm not going to discuss it in a heavy way. And that is the topic of grief. That is the topic of death and losing loved ones. We've lost so many people the last 2 years, many through the pandemic, of course, but many who passed away for other reasons. And even if you didn't lose somebody you love, you certainly know somebody who did. And it's been tough. It's been sad. Let's just be honest with ourselves and allow ourselves to feel that sadness. A friend of mine passed away last year, a dear friend of mine. We used to live in Melbourne together, and her name is Pam. I just felt the need to say her name. And you're probably wondering, Cece, why are you smiling so hard? And yet this is somebody who has died. And that's what I'm gonna discuss in this video. There's no doubt that when Pam passed away, especially when I found out the news, I was very, very sad. Oh man, it sucked. It sucked. There's no other way of saying it. And it was a tough time for everybody involved, just communicating with one another. Her funeral had to be arranged by her friends because, of course, people couldn't travel, so her family couldn't be there. It was a rough time for us all. And those of you who know me and know my work know that I'm a huge, huge fan of asking for help, getting the support that you need. And so I reached out to one of my coaches / spiritual teachers, and had a session with her to talk about this, grief, death, and how best to engage with this fact that my friend was no longer around. And I did the same thing when my dad passed away a few years ago. And there's something so profound she said that really helped me. And what she said was, Cece, the love between you and Pam, the love between you and the person who has passed away still remains. And that's what matters. That's what counts. Many, many months later, I was chatting to another coach, and she said, Cece, what is a relationship really? A relationship is the feelings, the emotions, and the memories between two people. It's how you feel as you engage with another person. It's the emotions that are passing between you and through you. It's the memories that the two of you are creating and have between you. And so that really helped me to shift my focus from how sad it is that Pam has gone to just smiling at the many awesome memories we had together, or I should say that we have together. Pam and I both lived in Melbourne many years ago, and we were both in the fashion industry. That was my part-time job, if you can believe it or not. Put my part-time job when I was in uni, and same for Pam. And we worked in the Central Business District. There was a time when we were working not too many blocks away from one another. And she was working at Prada at the time. And, I'd go visit her on lunch break or at the end of the day. We talk about music, fashion, creativity. Pam would swear all the time like a sailor. And that's actually something that makes those of us who knew her laugh a lot as we remember her. And that is why I'm smiling. And this is not a fake smile. This is not I'm doing a video, so let me smile. No, this is how I feel now when I remember my friend. I recently went to where her ashes were scattered. I thought I would be very, very sad, but surprisingly, I wasn't. I even did a little video for another really close friend of hers, and I said, you know, it's like the three of us are together again. And my girlfriend over in the UK was just really happy that I had shared that video with her. And so this is really, really key. This is how we can move through our grief, by going from how terrible it is that this person has gone to remembering the feelings, emotions, and memories between the two of you. I hope this helps you. I hope this message that I'm sharing can provide you with some relief and some ideas around how you can feel your grief and move through it. One of the mistakes we can make as busy, capable leaders is this thing of soldier on, it is what it is, let me just get past this, a kind of robotic living, if you will. A lot of smart people are really afraid of feeling their emotions fully. And yet, if you don't do that, if you bury them, they just fester, and they actually make you sick. We know this now, that suppressing emotions takes a toll on the body. And that is why it is so important, even as we lead, that we allow ourselves to feel emotions like grief, whether it's grieving the passing of a loved one, or grieving that something you were really looking forward to didn't happen, grieving that the ideas that you had prior to the pandemic have had to be done away with completely or be paused, and the worry and concern around that. There's a lot that we are grieving, and to be honest, we're still not 100% over it, and that's okay. Please remember to reach out for help from a psychologist, a therapist, a coach, a teacher. You don't want to do this thing called life by yourself, and you certainly don't want to go through the hard times by yourself. I'll finish with this. Another friend of mine lost a cousin, and I sent her a voice note with a similar message to this, and I just shared with her what helped me when Pam passed. And she sent a voice note back the next day, just thanking me for that. And she said that my words gave her permission to, first of all, just feel sad, and secondly, to start remembering the good times between her and her cousin who had passed away. There's something very cathartic about just having a good old cry and then making the shift. Not forcing it, by the way, just allowing that shift to happen, where you go from how horrible it is that this person has gone to, wow, I'm really, really glad I knew you. I'm really, really glad I knew you, and I'm grateful that you were in my life, okay? That's how we remember those who've passed on, by simply remembering them. I hope this has provided you with some relief. It's been a rough 2 years, but we're still here, and these are just some of the many things that we can discuss, talk about, help each other with. I will leave it there. I will leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful day, and please remember to reach out if you're just feeling really, really overwhelmed with your grief. That's really, really important that you get the support that you need. I'll catch you on the next video.